Hive Guardians, an idea so preposterous and so lucrative that many, including Guardians in our own ranks, reject it because of the nature and our history with the Hive. However, the possibility of aligning ourselves with the Hive LightBearers may become advantageous for our survival against the Witness. This is X112, a human, a hunter, a LightBearer. Hello, fellow Guardians. I think we can all agree that the Hive were the last species to ever be gifted by the light, especially with their track record in committing mass extinctions on a universal scale to follow the sword logic. With all that said and done, I want to ask, would we welcome Hive LightBearers as our allies? Looking through the Ishtar Collective archives, as any Lord Keeper would, I've read through the loosened tales to find signs of Hive LightBearers not being mindless killing machines. For any Lord Keeper who read the text are familiar with the name, Luzaku. Luzaku's class is unknown, but it could be speculated to be a Hive Knight, judging by how its ghost references its fists in the text. Anyway, Luzaku hesitated in crushing a human ghost, even looking at its own ghost, questioning if it was even right. Luzaku may well be the Mithrax in the Hive Society. Its ghost can be a whole different video, but for now, Luzaku may be the key to forming an alliance with the Hive LightBearers. Whether Zavathun is resurrected in future seasons or in Lightfall, we are not sure. But we could be seeing Luzaku more and more in upcoming seasons. We could even get a mission like The Enemy of My Enemy, where we could see Luzaku, but he may spare us in one way, shape, or form. Assuming the rules by how the Hive worms work, Hive LightBearers are no longer slaves to the will of the sword logic, the worm gods, and no longer in constant cycle of violence, meaning Luzaku and maybe other Hive LightBearers can be reasoned with. Although many people in the city, the tower, or other guardians will even hesitate at a possibility of aligning with the Hive, we must remember, Callus had just become a herald to the Witness. Aramis might come back, and the Witness has his Black Fleet targeted on Earth. We must also not forget our own past. Besides the fallen on Earth, warlords were a dominant threat to humanity during the Dark Ages, abusing their powers of the light and making humanity submit to them. Just like how the few LightBearers who would become Iron Lords and stand up against the warlords, all it takes is for one Hive LightBearer to turn the tides against the coming threat. Besides the possibility of the Witch Queen herself coming back and deciding to ally with humanity, Luzaku is our last chance for some allegiance to the loosened Hive army that Zavathun left behind, and Luzaku could be the first Hive Guardian. And if our allegiance works out, the Traveler might bless the Cabal and the Elixni with the light, so we could have Cabal and Elixni LightBearers. We must do everything we can to prepare for the Witness and stop the next collapse. For now, I'll continue my investigation work in Zavathun's throne world. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in the wilderness.